What up, everybody? Raising Kanan Season 3 has an official release date now, December 1st, 2023. So instead of the 3-month wait like we have for Book 4 Force, it will only be a 3-week wait after Force is finished before Raising Kanan come back on. And one of the biggest questions concerning the show Raising Kanan is, will Breeze finally make his debut in Season 3? Because at this point, Breeze got to be one of the most anticipated characters in television history, if not the most anticipated. It is believed that Breeze will be revealed at some point in Season 3 because several months ago, showrunner Sasha Penn posted a picture on IG of a plane landing that said Breeze. But today, I'm not looking into who is Breeze, but I'm looking into the question, is RSJ Breeze's son? Other than Breeze and maybe Effie, RSJ got to be the most mysterious character in all of Power. RSJ is a billionaire mogul who got it out the mud and was also raised in the same neighborhood as Ghost and Tommy, Southside Jamaica, Queens. One thing that makes RSJ unique is that he seemingly has some sort of history with Ghost. Either though Tariq does his best to deflect anything about his father when RSJ brings him up. If I was Tariq, I would have straight up asked RSJ, did you know my father or something? Because you sure enough like to keep his name in your mouth. Ironically, the first time that RSJ ever mentioned Ghost, he also mentioned his father and his father's death. He told Tariq that he heard he has a trust. Be sure to do something smart with it because you owe it to your pops. Then RSJ went on to say when his father died, they were so broke the only thing he left them was good examples. Was mentioning these two together a possible clue that Ghost killed RSJ's father, who possibly could be Breeze? Because Ghost is responsible for killing Breeze. I've heard people say that Breeze might still be alive because Ghost might have offered Breeze money to leave town like he did Holly. But this was Ghost's move to avoid killing females, not when dealing with plugs, because it would have never worked. And the only reason this is believed by some is the contrary stories of Breeze's death. Kanan told Tariq that Ghost broke into Breeze's apartment and shot him in the back of the head while he was watching Jeopardy. But in Power Season 1, we got the detailed version from Tommy's mouth. The Ghost was not alone when he killed Breeze. Tommy said 2 corner boys looked Breeze in the face and killed him, meaning it was him and Ghost. Breeze was probably watching Jeopardy, but they most likely put the gun to his head and made him stand up before looking him in the face and killing him, similar to how they did Milan. So this confirms that Breeze is in fact dead and not alive. Backtracking for a minute to when RSJ told Tariq to do something smart with his trust because he owes it to his father. Ironically, RSJ is the reason Tariq ultimately lost his trust, moving it to Western Holdings to earn RSJ's business. Could this have been a trap from RSJ, who had intentions to destroy Tariq St. Patrick to get revenge for Ghost killing his father, Breeze? Did RSJ already know that Western Holdings was a Ponzi scheme? I know that RSJ also invested into Western Holdings, but he is a billionaire, so whatever he invested might have only been like a drop in the bucket to how much money he really has, and an investment to destroy the bloodline of the man who killed his father. At one point when Tariq was telling RSJ that Western Holdings was a Ponzi scheme, RSJ responded to Tariq that he got to where he is today by doing things the right way. But in a different conversation with Tariq, RSJ said if people judged him by what he was doing at 19, people wouldn't trust him today either. Getting me to RSJ mentioning to Tariq that it seemed like Ghost was a man with 2 faces, a private and a public. Before Tariq told him, aren't we all like that? During this conversation, RSJ again brought up his own father. He told Tariq that his father ran numbers and was a small-time hustler. And when he was young, everyone said he was going to grow up and be just like his father. But he didn't let their expectations box him in. In my personal opinion, this sounds a lot like Breeze. Breeze was not a kingpin or anything like that, just a small-time hustler who had some kids working for him. This is why they all wanted him dead, because he was holding them back. Keep in mind that Ghost told Tariq that Breeze was like a brother to him, but he was standing in the way of his future, and that he even offered Breeze one final chance to change his mind before killing him. And I also left out the beginning of the conversation I was just talking about between RSJ and Tariq, that RSJ told Reek that he would be lying if he said he wasn't familiar with his story and his father. How exactly was RSJ familiar with Ghost? A man who prided himself in being just that, a ghost. Someone who worked behind the scenes. Did RSJ grow up with Ghost? Possibly even in the same apartment building. Keep in mind that the reason Tariq was able to get RSJ to sign with Weston Holdings was because he signed the Queenschild Project location over to RSJ so RSJ could build a mall in Queens. But out of all of the locations in Queens to build a mall, why did it have to be that particular location? Is it again RSJ seeking revenge for his father, Breeze, by taking what was supposed to be Raina's legacy that Ghost cared so much about and building a mall there instead? Getting me to what else do we know about Breeze? We do not know Breeze's age. His age was never, not once, mentioned on the show. I bring this up because I always get one or two people in the comments thinking they somehow know Breeze's age. Breeze was also the boss of Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy. Kanan and Breeze were not business partners like Ghost and Tommy. We know this because Tariq told Dre that his dad, Kanan, and Tommy all ran drugs for a man named Breeze. We also got the story Kanan told Tariq, how him, Ghost, and Tommy were selling crack 1,000 miles per hour on those streets. And Ghost would never get caught because he only made sure to outrun Kanan and Tommy, not the police. On a side note with that said, I mentioned in my last video that Diamond needed to watch himself hanging out with Tommy because Tommy is a felon. I had many people tell me Tommy wasn't a felon because he never got convicted. He never got convicted on power, but prior to season 1, Tommy already had several felonies. That's also why they said he had a thick rap sheet. And one more fact about Breeze before I go. He is also the person who gave James St. Patrick the nickname Ghost. And there you have it. Is RSJ Breeze's son? And if he is, what does this mean for the future of Tariq St. Patrick? And what does this mean going forward on Raising Kanan? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.